Hey there, and welcome to your guide for week 14 of pregnancy. You have officially stepped into the second trimester, what a lot of people call the golden trimester. So let's jump in and see why this week is such an exciting milestone on your journey.
Yup, 14 weeks in. Just take a moment to let that sink in. You've hit a major milestone. For so many, this is the point where you might start to feel that first trimester fatigue finally lift, and hopefully that morning sickness starts to become a distant memory.
So, to get us started, I've got a fun little question for you. Picture a lemon. What on earth could a lemon possibly have in common with your baby right at this very moment? Let's find out.
Okay, let's start with your baby's absolutely incredible growth. This week we get a surprisingly real and kind of adorable way to visualize just how much they've developed.
And there it is. At 14 weeks, your little one is about the size of a lemon. I mean, think about that. It's such a huge leap from those abstract seed sizes to something you can actually picture holding right in the palm of your hand.
And just to put some actual numbers to that lemon analogy, your baby is measuring about 3.4 inches, that's 8.7 centimeters, and weighs around 1.5 ounces, or 43 grams. The pace of growth right now is just, wow, it's astonishing.
But you know, it's not just about getting bigger. This week is bringing some really fascinating new features. We're talking about their very first hairs and the start of some surprisingly complex facial expressions.
That's right, hair. I think this is probably the coolest development of the week. A superfine, downy layer of hair is starting to cover their entire body. Now, this isn't the hair they'll be born with. It's something totally unique to this stage.
This special hair is called Lanago, and really it just shows you how smart this whole process is. Lanago basically works like a personal built-in blanket, keeping your baby all warm and cozy until they have enough body fat to regulate their own temperature.
But wait, there's more. Your baby's face is getting a serious workout in there. Their facial muscles are developing so quickly now that they can squint, frown, and even make little grimacing faces. It's like their own private facial gymnastics routine.
Now, while it is absolutely incredible to imagine your baby making these little faces, it's important to know that these aren't emotional expressions. Not yet, anyway. This is all just essential practice. Their brain is firing signals and their muscles are learning how to respond. The real smiles and frowns will come much later.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about you for a minute. As your baby is growing like crazy, your body is making some pretty big changes, and that can bring on some new and, let's be honest, sometimes surprising feelings.
Have you felt this yet? You stand up a little too fast, or maybe you cough or sneeze, and all of a sudden you feel this sharp, pulling pain in your side or lower belly. If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone.
This feeling actually has a name. It's called round ligament pain. All it is the ligaments that support your womb are stretching and thickening to make room for your rapidly expanding uterus. Your body is literally rearranging itself for your baby.
And here is the most important thing to remember about this. While it can definitely be uncomfortable, and it might even startle you a bit, this pain is a completely normal part of pregnancy and it's almost always harmless. They are, in the most literal sense, growing pains.
Now, time for our practical tip for week 14. And this week, we're going to focus on something you might not have even connected to pregnancy, your dental health. Turns out, those pregnancy hormones can have some pretty surprising effects.
So, because of all the hormonal changes, your gums can get more sensitive, swollen, and they might even bleed a little. This is super common, and it's called pregnancy gingivitis. But don't worry, it's manageable. The key is to keep flossing, but just be extra gentle, and maybe think about switching to a toothbrush with softer bristles to avoid any extra irritation.
So as we close the book on week 14, let's take a little peek at what's just around the corner. Because next week, a truly profound development kicks off. One that will change how your baby experiences the world forever?
A whole new sense awakens, connecting your baby to the outside world in a way that just wasn't possible before. Pretty exciting, right?
That's right, hearing. Starting next week, your baby's ears and brain will be developed enough to start picking up sounds. They'll hear the rhythm of your heartbeat, the sound of your voice, muffled noises from the world outside. A powerful new connection is about to be made, and we'll explore all of it in week 15.